Hello and welcome back to the Dennis Herrera Show. This is the extra overtime. Overtime right here. Overtime. That's what we're doing. Got dressed down, got on my shorts and t-shirt, got my Gulf of America hat on, ready to go for some OT. You know what I'm saying? Now, I did tell you guys that I was going to go and get some tacos. I ended up getting a burger. I don't know. I was feeling a little bit American today. So I thought I'd go to the King's Castle and get me some Burger King burgers. I ordered the wrong one though. I wanted to order the uh, double Whopper. I ended up getting the Impossible Whopper, which has jalapenos. Now I eat it. I can eat hot stuff, but I'm not a fan of spicy. I'm a fan of flavor, and I feel spicy sometimes takes the flavor away. So, anyways, got about an hour and a half. I want to take this moment to open up the lines again. Let me get onto my second profile here. My man, maybe you can just do it for me right there, brother. Put my phone number down, will you? So I can pin it. We're gonna allow the people to call in so they can make their case. Let their opinions be heard. This man, I took my jacket off, took my pants off, got on my t-shirt, boom, straight to get a Burger King. Burger King is not sponsoring, obviously, but thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. Bruh. Oh, there you go. It wasn't letting me pin it. Did I pin it? What the hell? It pinned the wrong one. Bruh. it pinned the wrong one. Hold on. It pinned the wrong text. What the? Bruh, I don't know what the hell is wrong with this thing. Ay, ay, ay. There's a phone number right there. Make sure you guys use it. Just giving you a little bit of OT on the mobile one. I'm just going to head towards my wife's job, and I'm going to wait around close by. She'll let me know when to pick her up, I'm sure. Yeah, Dr. Fauci. Cat cut his tongue. Absolutely. You know what's crazy is that I was watching some of the clips that they actually are putting out there. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe a couple of $1 million. Maybe a couple of $1 million is it's good enough to be grilled, I guess. Viva Nicaragua. Nicaragua's a communist. We don't celebrate communist countries. We don't celebrate communism. What the hell is that phone number? I just noticed. Mike, come on, man. That's not the right number. It's 1155. If I get any libtards calling, I'm just gonna say I plead the fifth and see how they like it. I ought to tell them I plead the fifth. See if they like that answer. Yeah, too late. Robert beat you to it. Yeah, I think I still got my ringer. Yep, ringer's still on. I gotta go find my spot. What probably some people were calling, what the fuck, man? They gave us the wrong number. Liar, liar. Resurrection, that's a good one. I'm gonna plead the fifth element. I see lip tarts. Oh man, the sixth sense. The sixth sense. Don't worry. Once I get to my spot, I'll be able to comment here. Plead the fifth over 50 times. That's nothing. Fauci did it 112 times. Don't compare it. Go for China. Go for China. Yeah, you can read it, huh? Even though it's reversed. Gulf of America. It's funny. I went to Burger King. The whole crew is Mexicans. But I saw this young Mexican girl, and as soon as she saw my hat, she just giggled, and I just tried to make a conversation with her and this and that, and man, she was laughing her head off. It was fantastic. It was fantastic, but I can tell you, it triggers people. It triggers people. For some reason, it doesn't trigger it in person. Yeah, there's no pushing racism, Bernie. And Bernie, good to see you. Good to see you on here. I'm almost to my spot. Well, one of the spots. Damn, man. Robert, I can't even read those comments. You guys blocked them before I can even see them. Unbelievable. You know what's crazy is, in all honesty, what's crazy is that, when I mentioned that I had to close down my business because of COVID, I went and had to get a regular job. Because the stimulus checks, they just weren't cutting it, you know what I mean? And I find interesting that libtards, I'm going to have to call them libtards, they were clowning on me saying, oh, he only cares because he had to shut his business down. And yeah, it's what you do. Yeah, what else you want me to say? It's crazy. And what's crazy is, my business was a photography business. And photography is a very saturated business. You know what I'm saying? It's hard enough as it is. And just when I'm starting to, to collect appointments, the scheduling appointments in my calendar for the year, I had all these appointments, all these jobs scheduled, and I had to cancel all of them. When we were giving authorization to open up back again for business, well, all that business just lost. And I think it's so stupid, when people laugh at those kind of things. Yeah. Blame it on the auto pen. There you go. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate it. Woo! Let's go. Pop, pop, pop. Pew, pew. I always hope that somebody comes in and messes around with me when I'm in my Mobile One doing my lives. It's just no fun. Yeah, we played the fifth. Gulf of America. Oh, man. What's funny is that when I Google Gulf of Mexico, Google takes me to Gulf of America. Who knew? Who knew? I tried the theory. I felt like, maybe if I'm in Mexico or in a different country, it will probably show me the Gulf of Mexico. So I tried it. I tried it when I was in Honduras. And nope, it still said Gulf of America. Yeah, the actual, they had, yeah, it was made in China. That is true if you're thinking about it. I know. Alex has a crush on me, but I'm not gay. I just joke around. You know what I mean? He got too happy the other day when I said gay is good. He got too excited. Now you guys can call in. Listen, you don't have to feel intimidated. That there's no real anything that I'm gonna do. It's just a phone call. It's just a conversation. You can talk to me if you have questions. What do you have questions about? All I gotta tell you is this: if you call, you better know what you're talking about. That's all. That is all. Okay? No block numbers. I don't answer block calls. Because normally when people block their numbers, they're just assholes. You know what I mean? Lovell got timed out. You guys, man. You guys don't behave. Even Streamlabs is blocking you guys. What the hell is going on? Honduras refugees speaking. Whatever floats your boat. Mary Herrera. That is not family. I can tell you that right now. I don't have any Marys in my family. That must be a Mexican Mary. Hey, don't get triggered by the truth. It's beautiful. Beautiful. USA bombed an elementary school in Iran. Oh, Dean. You're too late to the news. They found out it was actually Iran that did it to themselves. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, Maria. Yeah, that Maria was my mother's name. But Mary, I don't have any Marys. Congratulations, Hugnuts. I am not circumcised, he says. Congratulations. Oh, Boricua. I love Boricuas. You know the last Boricua that called me? I think it was Friday, right? That I came to this spot and I opened the lines. The last Boricua that called me, the guy said, I just killed 2 people in Texas. I know where you are. I'm coming for you. That's what the Boricua told me. Can you believe that? That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Yeah. That's a good question. Cite the source that you say that Americans hit that elementary and that it was proven that it was Americans. Yeah, it goes both ways. Hearsay. Yeah, Mary. Yeah, it was so stupid because, like, I'm just like, I love my Latinos. I mean, if you have a problem with me speaking about immigration law and respect it, I didn't understand, of him saying that kind of stuff. I was just like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And it's like, I wish you would. I wish you would come over here and maybe we'll see who wins. You know what I'm saying? Hats off to you, sir. Yeah, it's really sad, Mary, that, we can disagree and argue. You can dislike me and hate me and all this stuff. But to take it beyond, to threaten somebody's life, I think that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? That's you cross the line there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't think it's an insult either if somebody calls me Mexican. I don't care. I don't care. Or even Salvadorian, Guatemalan, Nicaraguan, maybe a little bit. I'm just kidding. I don't care. Did you show your gun? That's against YouTube policy. No, this is not my gun. It's just a holster. Are you crazy? We don't do that. Free Cuba. Absolutely. How do I break the law, troll? How do I break the law? Show me. How do I break the law? Eighteen and older. 18 and older. Hey, there's the phone number. Call me. Tell me, how did I break the law? Phone number spin, my friend. Honduras, Central America, and Spain. So are you going to call me or what? Call me and tell me. Tell me, what is your name? Where you from? And how did you get here? That will be the perfect excuse to hit their own school. Remember, they like to put children in front of weapons, just like Hamas. They also killed almost 50,000 people. Their own people. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them to just blame the United States for it. But I want you guys to call. Tell me your name, where you're from, and how you got here. And if you are born in this country, how do you feel about it? Call me. Deflation is not good. Balancing, yes. Deflation, no good. You don't want deflation. That's bad, just as bad as high inflation. Gulf of America. If the president of the most powerful country in the world says it's the Gulf of America, it's the Gulf of America. Tell me, who called it the Gulf of Mexico? See, come on, guys. Give me a call so we can have a conversation. Who named the Gulf of Mexico? Come on, say it. Who named the Gulf of Mexico? As a matter of fact, who named Mexico? You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Give me a call. Tell me. Who named you Mexican? Huh? Jesse Jackson. Yeah, he's a troll. We already know user. We already know user. The Spanish explorers in the 16th century. With that being said, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. $26 trillion unaccounted for, including Obama's term, unaccounted for. Anywho, so a colonizer named Mexico. The colonizer named the Gulf of Mexico. Well, we are living in a time where we are independent nations. An American citizen who is the sitting president of the most powerful nation on earth named it the Gulf of America. I think that carries more weight than the conquistadors or any other colonizer. You see, we can name our own lands. We don't need a foreigner. We don't need a colonizer. We don't need a European to come and tell us what the name of our country is. And we don't need them to tell us that the Gulf of America is the Gulf of Mexico. It's that simple. You got any cheese that I can eat with that? The rest of the world doesn't call it the Gulf of Mexico. That's a lie. Robert, you are not on the other side. What's up, bro? Hold on, you're not on speakerphone yet.
America is surrounded by the North American continent. So it should be called the Gulf of America, you stupid ass libtards.
Robert Maga only calls so that he can insult the libtards.
Well, hell, they need to get a fucking brain. Oh, excuse me, I don't want to get demonetized.
It doesn't matter. I don't care.
But, you know, the North American continent surrounds the Gulf. Why not call it the Gulf of America? You know?
Because they're libtards. They don't get it. Mexico is also part of America.
No, if the libtards ever got anything that happened in this country, shit, they'd be dangerous. Because then they'd have a brain.
Right. They hate it. They hate to be wrong.
Yeah, and they can't admit when they're wrong.
Yeah.
At least I do.
Hey, here's a question for our libtard friends. Tell me, why is California not called Mexico?
Hey, it should be. What? It should be. It's ran just like Mexico.
Wait.
All the money ends up getting stolen.
Why is Arizona not called Mexico?
Because we bought the land from Mexico to pay off their debt.
Why is Texas not called Mexico?
You know?
Yeah.
And yes, some Mexicans are legal U.S. citizens because the border did cross them.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, right? So wait.
If they weren't in the U.S. when the border crossed them, they're illegal and they need to go home.
Yeah. You know, they say we can't name it because we stole it, right? It's funny that they say that, and yet they continue to celebrate and use a name given by a colonizer. How does that work?
It's what kills me too. Is these libtards say tax the billionaires more, and we hate billionaires, but yet they use all their social media platforms to make the billionaires richer. Because once you log in and you look at one of their advertisements, hey, you're making money for the billionaires, you libtards.
Robert, this is my show, okay? Stop insulting them. Let me do that.
Hey, you need help sometimes.
It's all good. Don't worry about it. This is how I stay awake. I love you, brother.
But, you know, they don't look at it like that, though.
Yeah.
And they don't look at it, too. You tax the billionaires more, they're going to do just like Starbucks. They're going to pack up, leave the state, and go somewhere where the taxes are cheaper, which is why Starbucks moved their headquarters to, I think it was Tennessee.
Yeah.
Because they got tired of getting overtaxed in Washington.
Yeah.
And Dennis, don't you agree with me that once a corporation like Starbucks leaves Washington, their headquarters, doesn't that put people out of jobs? Doesn't that cause the state unemployment rate to rise up some? They don't think about that crap.
Nope, they say bye.
You know what?
Yeah, that's what they say. Bye.
Yeah, but they don't stop to think about the ramifications.
It's the libtard mentality, my friend. They have no
Yeah, I
common
know.
sense.
They just can't process crap for some reason.
User missed the earlier live. He doesn't know why we talk shit about California. He says the fourth
You mean that?
largest, the greatest economy, but they don't know that they're stealing it from the people and they take credit for the greatest economy.
Yeah, they have the greatest economy of theft. Where's that $9 billion for the high-speed rail that hasn't even had any track laid yet?
Yeah, it's over
Where's that
100.
$24 million that they were given to help the homeless population? That money's not there either now. Where'd it go? But yet they're the greatest economy? Yeah, right.
Yeah. Come on, libtards. I mean, come on, people. You can go ahead and call in and make your comments. All right, Robert. We'll talk to you later, brother.
All right, bye.
Robert likes to call in just so that he can get it off his chest. All he wants to do is insult the libtards. But I want somebody that can actually, that wants to. Go ahead, give me your information. Don't waste time because I'm short on time now. There we go. Let's go. What's going on, brother?
What's up, my brother?
Oh man, about time you called, man.
It's been a while. Yeah, I usually don't have too much to say, but Robert inspired me.
All right, what did he inspire you to?
Just inspired me to call in and give the libtards a hard time. But
All right.
Everybody that's watching should know Dennis Herrera is 100% spot on immigration.
I'm pretty good with immigration.
You're pretty good with immigration. You're pretty good with old Dr. Fauci today, taking the fifth.
Yeah. Common sense, bro.
And
common
really,
sense.
man, before I call again, I'm going to give myself some notes. I just called at the last minute just to say hello, my friend.
Yeah, I love you, brother. I appreciate
You
your
have
support,
a good
man.
day. Hi to everybody in the chat. Hello, Robert. Hello, Miss Tanya, and everybody else. Mr. Vic, Burning 47.
Let's go.
And Dennis, I'll talk to you later. Have a great day, my
Yes,
friend.
sir. Appreciate you.
Uh,
Love my redneck veterans. Ah, man, it's great to have conversation, and I welcome any comment that if you disagree with me, that's fine. I welcome it, but I'm just gonna tell you, don't be an asshole, because you know what happens. You get blocked, you lose the privilege. Learn how to use your freedom of speech. Okay, all right. Hopefully, you were taught some sort of education. What do we got here? Project 2025 MAGA. Mass deportations, 100%. Deport every single illegal immigrant. User, you were born in California. You should be grateful. You have a great privilege of being an American citizen. Don't waste it being a libtard. Fight to protect your country. Always tell the truth. Mexico cartel, I'm gonna tell you, Sinaloa cartel is it's around Seattle as well. They have been arrested here with over a ton of cocaine. It's just crazy, bro. Yeah, those people are they're no joke. Hey, thanks for calling. Who's calling?
This is Justin from California.
Justin. Oh, California. What you got for me from California?
Not much, man. It's hard to live in this state. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it is beautiful though.
It is gorgeous, man. I live on probably the most gorgeous parts of California. Not in the city or the valley. You know, I'm in the gold country. I love it out here. But the politics and the taxes and everything is just really, 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 really bad.
Yeah, I bet. But you guys have somebody that's trying to do something for the better of your state.
Carl Donaio?
No, the other guy. What's his name? The bald guy.
Oh, the English
Yeah, the English speaking
guy
guy.
running governor. Gosh, what's his name?
I know. You
Yeah,
see?
I mean, we'll see what happens with that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the elections went, kind of goofy.
Well, we need the Save America Act, man. It needs to pass.
Absolutely.
But what people don't understand is that when we say that, it's not just because we don't want Democrats to cheat. We just don't want anybody to cheat. I don't want Republicans to be cheating.
No,
I don't want to know that.
No, there shouldn't be no cheating. I want our votes to count.
Yeah, I don't want a crooked guy to go there and be like, oh yeah, Republicans really voted for me. No, let the people, truly the people, vote who they want to be represented by.
Yeah, you know, we live in these dangerous times. We're living in I think we're starting a revolution here against the elites, and things are changing.
Yeah.
And people are getting more angry about a lot of things, and it all goes down to the elites. And I think we just know that we all need to change.
You know what? A lot of people don't understand why I am the way that I am. Here's the thing: when it comes to immigration, I think immigration is great, but it has to be done the right way.
Legally.
Yeah, it has to be done right.
Absolutely.
I think taxes, sure, they're necessary. To a certain extent, taxes are necessary.
Yeah, try to pay for a gallon of gas over here in California and tell me if it's necessary.
Well, we just want accountability, and I mean, to pretend that we're God and that we're going to do some sort of change to climate, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no,
we can't stop it.
I mean, hey, listen, we've had taxes, over frivolous taxes for climate change and all that, and what has it done?
Yeah.
Where has the money gone? Because it hasn't gone to making this place a little greener,
Exactly.
I mean, this place is worse, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every American should stand up for this country, though. Every American.
Every American should.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't.
Even when Biden was in office, I mean, I supported him. I didn't vote for him, but I supported him. He's the president.
No, he's the president.
Always got to support your president. Many times I cursed the TV looking at him, or seeing his policies, and I'm like, yeah.
Well, I mean, he was named president, but he wasn't there. Like,
right? No, he was definitely not there.
Yeah, there was nobody home.
Yeah, but I support every president that we've ever had. Maybe more than some than others,
Yeah.
But that's what you got to do. You got to support the presidential seat if you're an American citizen.
Yeah. Yeah, here's a comment from the chat. This guy, he's a troll, but he says, I'm a Democrat from California and my taxes go to feed the starving red states. Number one, every state is not a country. It's part of a family of 50 states which make a country.
Right.
We have military, we have servicemen, we go back and forth from Washington to California, to Oregon, to Idaho, to every state. And the reason for that is because we are one country. Just because the West Coast or the East Coast are the richest in the whole country and the rest of the middle suck, that's not the way we look at it. We look at it as a whole unit. Hopefully New York does their job. Hopefully North Carolina, every state should do that.
The prairies, man, they grow a bunch of corn for everybody. We're not the only ones that provide.
Yeah.
Every state provides something.
Yeah. Well, here's something. Here we go. Watch this. Let's see how much food California can provide for itself without water. Let's see how much petroleum or gasoline California can provide for itself without Texas. They will be importing everything, and everything will be even more expensive than it is right now.
Absolutely.
What is California going to do when red states offer big companies better return on their investments? And California runs every single business out of California. What is California going to depend on? You guys have such great real estate.
As it is today, we depend on foreign oil.
Yeah, well, we shouldn't, but we already are.
Yeah, Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That is true.
Yeah, no, California depends on a lot, and the fact that they're saying that they give everything to red states. Most of those red states have blue cities, and in fact, every city is blue.
Yeah.
You know, major city.
Yeah. I'm aware of it. Yeah.
And that's where the money goes. It's not going to rural areas.
Yeah.
It's going to the problems in the city.
You know
I
what?
think.
You know what will give? I promise you. You know what will make me give California props beyond props is to hear that California, it's the greatest economy in the country.
Oh yeah.
And I want to hear this: the cheapest, the best paid, the lowest poverty level. That's what I want to hear.
That too, and I also want clean air. I'd love to have clean air, but we have the dirtiest air in the country.
You guys, but you know what though? I'm gonna say this. I know there's a lot of Mexicans out there that don't like me already.
That's
all
fine.
that
Hey,
shit.
I know a lot of Mexicans that love me, so it's all right.
All that smug comes from Tijuana, brother.
Oh man, it comes from L.A. too. I mean, it's coming from L.A.
I'm
L.A.
just
is
playing.
just too over.
There is a lot of smug, man, in Los Angeles and California. But if you think about it,
we're the number one polluters in the United States.
that's crazy, right? I thought New York would be, but
No.
Yeah,
It's crazy. It's crazy. California's a funky place, man. But I do love this state, and I'd love to save it.
Yeah.
And it can't be. We've been red before,
It can happen, yeah. It can happen.
It can definitely happen.
You know when Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor there, he was very strict on immigration.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very strict on immigration, and I'm just like, damn. Like there was a misspelling on my license, and I couldn't renew my license. I had to bring my birth certificate. I had to bring my passport. I had to get my green card. I had to get all this paperwork and show it to them. Just having my license was not enough. I had to grab everything, including my social security, just so that I can renew my California license. So I was
I had to do that once too, but I think 2003 or 4, something like that. But probably for different circumstances.
Yeah. No, I mean, and I'm okay with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you should.
No, yeah, just put in the work.
Yes, exactly. That's why I don't make excuses. I don't make excuses for Americans that can't get a fucking ID to vote.
Yeah, I can't make excuses for myself. Why should I make excuses for anybody else?
Yeah, come on.
So, just be a man, pull up your britches, put your big boy pants on and fucking get to work. Pardon my French.
Right.
Exactly.
I think that there's a lot of hope for California yet. I really do.
It's dwindling, but I still think we're still hanging on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, keep hanging in there, man. Thank you so much for calling us. I appreciate it.
You betcha.
All right, you take care. Be blessed.
You too. Bye-bye.
You got to take care of the place where you live, man. It's not to say you have to, be rebellious and fight your government, whether it be Democrat or Republican. It doesn't matter. Just they have to be held accountable for it. And unfortunately, we see how bad the Democratic Party, it just keeps getting worse and worse. I wish the Democratic Party would come back to being Americans. They fucked up the Democratic Party introducing this racist rhetoric and allowing illegal immigrants to run their cities. I mean, it is what it is. Think about it. Every person that comes to this country illegally, they're breaking the law. And it's not just breaking a speed limit law. We're talking about a federal law. And people say, "Oh, well, it's just a misdemeanor. It's not a big deal." Well, how do they work? Working here illegally is a felony. You have to commit fraud to work. Those are serious crimes. People that have gotten deported that come back illegally, that's a felony. It's crazy. User, you are a fake ass American. With Americans like you, we don't need enemies. You're garbage. You're absolute garbage. Listen, if one of my family members committed a crime and they were here illegally, I would deport them. 100% I would deport them. You don't have to tell me. I know you're a Democrat. You're a libtard. Of course you're a Democrat. The only thing Democrats do is protect criminals. How much do you love your country? You don't. You have no love for your country. You don't care about the safety of your countrymen. You are an entitled little brat. I own my business. Yeah, I'm sure you got a bunch of illegal immigrants as well, huh? I think every migrant that comes here should do it legally. If you're looking to work here, you gotta apply for a work visa. You don't have to worry about getting deported if you do it the right way. But come on, give me a call. Call me. The phone number is pinned. 425-583-1155. Nope. You know, for those of you guys who are new, let me tell you something. When my father was alive, we were rich. We had plenty of food. And then my mother was stuck with 5 of us. She got desperate. She decided she wanted to come to the United States of America. She waited 5 years. Waited 5 years to be able to come to this country legally with her green card. Waited 5 more years. She was in this country legally, working, paying taxes. She wasn't hiding from anybody. That's the difference. Just because I'm Hispanic doesn't mean that I've been here illegally. Hey, thanks for calling. Who's calling?
This is Jonathan, sir. How you doing?
Hey, Jonathan. Good to hear from you. What's going on, Jonathan?
You know, I took the risk of calling because I'm a little buzzed right now. It's late in the afternoon. I wish it was today.
Sure.
I don't want to make an ass of myself.
It's okay. Go ahead.
It won't be the first time, right?
It's all good.
All right. So what do you want to talk about? Tell me. You want to talk about American childhood growing up? You know.
So a lot of people, because I'm Hispanic and I'm a migrant, they automatically assume that my family came here illegally or I came here illegally. They can't understand why I love this country. They can't understand why I'm always talking about migrating legally. So I was in the middle of explaining that my mother waited 5 years to come to this country.
Yeah.
And then she had to wait 5 more years to come and get me.
That process is a bitch.
It's a bitch. But here's the thing, whether we were very poor, whether we were suffering, lacking, we always had a roof over our head, and that was important. Yeah, I starved a lot when I was a kid, but times were rough. But even then, my mother never said, I'm going to bring my kids here illegally.
Yeah, to come and screw America, right?
Yeah, no. And she said, and she said to me, we are not going to be a weight to the government. We are not going to be on welfare. She worked her ass off to make sure that we weren't.
I hear you.
And these people, they automatically assume that I'm an illegal immigrant.
Well, I'm coming from people from Somalia. I don't want to talk about, it's not racist to say they're Somalian. 'Cause they are.
Don't be
And
politically
they're
correct.
Somalian,
Don't be politically correct. Say it like it is. I don't give a shit what they say.
If they're Somalian, they're Somalian. That's not racist to say, oh, he's Somalian. No. Okay, anyway. Yeah, go ahead. You're right. Yeah, I grew up with I'm going to say, people like you that were cool, dude.
Yeah.
And I also grew up with a bunch of freaking weirdos, dude. That were the other side. I mean, I'm 65 years old in a couple months. And the kids
Nice.
I grew up with, we didn't really care if you were black or brown or white. I'm sure there were some out there,
Yeah.
but we were not programmed to hate people.
Right.
And the people now are actually programming their children to hate people like you that give a cotton picking damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I picked cotton when I was 7 years old. It was not because I wanted to. It's because I was at a foster home. I went to like 6 foster homes in my childhood.
Oh, you got the white privilege.
And I guess so.
You got everything handed to you. What the hell?
No, it's because my mom had it rough. She was a single mom from birth.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I worked on this farm as a little kid, and I picked cotton. Ouch! That's hard work.
Yeah.
Have you ever picked cotton? That shit hurts.
It cuts your
man.
fingers. Yeah.
Oh God! I respect everybody that had to go through that. Whatever, if it was hard or easy, whatever, you did it on purpose. And I'll tell you a story about that. I was riding around with the truck drivers in the cars, and they said, "Stay in the car, right?" And there's a radio, and I hear them talking. I go, "Oh, number 7." I picked up the radio. I said, "Screw it." I was a little kid, dude. I said, "Number 7 to control. Go ahead, number 7." I went, "Oh no," they answered, and I stopped. Anyway, that's just funny. But yeah, man, I grew up with people that did the process. Went through the process. They went to school. We had different books. Now the books are so freaking weird, dude. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But who knows what's real? It's been 250 years. Some of it's BS. Some of it's true. You have to decipher it yourself because you have to have half a brain to figure it out, right?
Yeah. Well, I will tell you this. I've read history books from the 80s, 90s, and I will tell you, they were rough. They didn't lie about the bad side of history, but the new history books, they make white people be the devil, and that is very wrong.
Thank you for giving us millennials that are radical.
Yeah.
I don't want to put down millennials because I understand that they have their feelings, their thoughts. I don't disrespect it. I love them all.
Well, I think every generation has good and bad in it.
Yeah.
Like my generation, right? I'm a half a century old now, and I can tell you how many of my age were a bunch of retards,
right?
Hateful people, criminals. Fuck! It's like, dude, what the? You don't see logic that you're gonna be punished for doing evil and you're gonna be rewarded for doing good? Like, don't you see that? Like, I will hang out with my friends and I will tell them, bro, you don't talk to that old lady like that.
Right?
You have to respect your elders. Now there is a way that if an elder is being evil, I mean, you should be able to talk back.
Of course.
But when an elder person is telling you something that is right, to have some education or whatever, like if I was corrected on the street and I was just being rude to an elder for no reason, I will get corrected. But if they're being rude and they're being evil, I'm going to go off on top of them, And I, of course, I wouldn't harm them, but I will put them on their spot,
I've done it before.
Yeah, it's crazy. I have most of the people that come to my channel. There's very few young people that come through here. Most people are actually 40 plus, 70s, 60s.
The young people are mostly typing blah blah blah. They're troll.
Yeah.
Troll. Yeah.
That's well, there's PTSD people, and PTSD is not just from military.
It's not. It's real. I have PTSD. I've been diagnosed, and it wasn't from the military, but it was as a first responder.
Yeah.
And it's real. Everybody has some level. It's just different. How do you handle it? What treatment? Yeah. Go ahead. Continue.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's real, just like ADHD. And the older you get, it doesn't get better, bro.
I tried to explain that earlier today, and I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
stop it.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to stop trying to explain it. It just keeps going in circles.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're diagnosed as a young person with ADHD, you either need to get a second opinion and make sure it's really true, because maybe you are not ADHD and they're just telling you are. And I feel like sometimes my fourth grade teacher, when I was a kid, dude, little kid in fourth grade, the teachers would come to your house and tell your mother. They'd have conferences like that. There's no population, dude. The population was low.
Yeah.
Okay. So this teacher came to my house, and my mom told me to go to my bedroom. But I opened up the door. I was listening to this teacher. Okay, I'm gonna be totally. This is a cartoon, dude, and it's totally true. Okay, it was funny. Mrs. Watts, dude. Okay, Watts. She was a white lady, dude, skinny, older, and she came to my house. And she came in there. She had her big glasses. She was a total white old teacher in the '60s, dude. Okay, Dennis the Menace shit, dude. No bull. Okay, enough with that. But so she comes to the house and she sits down on the couch with my mom. She goes, you know, your son is displaying symptoms of something that has recently been diagnosed in children. It's called adult, the ADHD, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention when they talked about it. So, and that was because I always sat in the front row of her room. And I couldn't wait for her to keep telling me stuff. I'd be like crossing my legs back and forth, in and out. I was hyper, that's it. And she'd go, do you have to go potty? I'm like, no, just keep talking. And she thought I had ADHD when I'm focused on her.
Yeah.
Dude, don't listen to that shit. ADHD is something that you have to either realize or just let it go, because it's not really true. Because I know that I'm not stupid.
Yeah. Well, for us, when I was in Honduras, I got whooped in first grade, and I didn't like getting whooped. So I had to learn, and one of the things that helped me out a lot was schedules.
Yeah.
I knew that after school I had to do my homework, and then after homework I had to do this, and it helped me a lot. I was an A student, and there were times where I was in class and I'm just like, it's boring. Why are we talking about this? Like, it's got to be something harder than this, Like, I wasn't pushed hard enough. It's just like, this is boring. I already know this. I can go and teach this class. Not to say that I'm a genius, but it's just like, there's so many things that were common sense. I had no patience.
Because people are smarter than just reading a book at one word per minute and blah, blah, blah. And people talking to you slow. No, people are smarter than that. They're intelligent. Yeah, and it's boring sometimes. You get it. When you get it, you got it next.
Exactly. That's why I am who I am today, brother.
So now that's why I lived 65 years in America, in Los Angeles, Hollywood. Shit, you know how many times I avoided getting killed?
Yeah, I love living there, man. I lived in West Hollywood, which is actually a poor neighborhood. We rented a room, not an apartment, a room in a house. But I just loved it. Just going for a walk. I don't know, man. It was still ghetto, but
it's not the same, bro. It's not the same now. WeHo is effed up, dude.
Yeah,
it's
I bet.
Mess.
Yeah, I bet.
Thank you, Mayor Bass.
All right, brother. Well, thank you so much for calling from California, man. It's good to hear your stories.
Well, I appreciate your time too, man. Thank you I hope I didn't make anybody mad.
You're good. Just say, fuck them. If they can't take it, fuck them. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much for calling, man. You be good.
Thank you, man.
All right, be blessed. Yeah, some people are polite. I appreciate that, and you have to understand that. If you are easily offended, I don't think you want to be on this channel. You will notice that most of the best calls that I have, they're just common sense people. It's common sense people. Thank you, Max. What a buffoon. This is like listening to the old tapes of Donald Trump on Howard Stern patting himself on the back. Then you wonder why you get blocked. Right? You know, these people, they like to, you know, raise hell. They create a problem and then they act like the victims. Why? Why do you do that? Why do you create problems and blame others for it? It's almost like you're a libtard. No accountability. No responsibility. I don't believe in God. Well, you say you don't believe in God because you don't want to be held accountable for anything. You want to be able to say something. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Gay Alex is back. He doesn't like my long hair ponytail. Put a super chat, $50. That's how much I pay for my haircut. And I go back and get my mohawk. You can't prove Democrats rigged the election. No. There's only hundreds of thousands of illegals registered to vote. But you're right. We will never be able to prove the election was rigged. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Trump has lost half of his wealth since he became president. But Democrats have become millionaires on their $200 salary, $200,000 salary. Oh, man. Go ahead. Give me a call. Talk to your favorite coconut right here. Gulf of America. Pew, pew. Pew, pew. Jesus says Gulf of America. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Even Mexicans recognize Gulf of America. You're right. I wish President Trump was president forever as well. Jesus Gayton says Gulf of America. I can't unsee it. Once you see Gulf of America, you can't unsee it. Oh, these libtards are boring. Come on, guys. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is true. People are doing better under Trump than they did under Democrats. You know what Democrats used to tell us when the inflation was at 9.4%? Oh, says Kamala. Of course, the brains of the Democratic Party, which tells you really how stupid they are. She would say, well, I mean, yeah, inflation is high, but that's because Americans are doing better. The economy is better, so prices have to get higher. Ah, man. I try to say that without laughing. But that's how it is. Tanya, I want some coffee. But I already have some soda, some Diet Dr. Pepper. Just so you guys know, man, it's hard to read the comments of this phone. Johnny says Democrats are garbage. Oh, man, I'm glad that she will never be president. That's good news. Stop being megaphobics. Yeah. Bill, you crack me up, bro, every single day. Bill Leslie in the house. I love it. Hey, Ice, go and get that fool. Hey, man, stop telling on your people, bro. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Speaking of people, let me see if I got my enhanced license now. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Man, these guys don't want to call, man. What's going on? The number is pinned, guys. 425-583-1155. If you are in the United States of America, it's free. Nope, not yet. Anybody. No, they didn't. That's a lie. They didn't cut Medicare for seniors. Who told you that lie? Who told you that lie? Do you not feel ashamed? What? Hold on. I got to read this, guys. Do you not feel ashamed that the Chinese actually live safer, free life? You go to China. This guy. Yeah, go to China. Go tell that to the millions of Chinese that oppose the government. Yeah, go ahead. Go do it. Go tell them. Go tell the Chinese. Go tell to the million of Chinese in China who disapprove and that live in poverty, every day dying of starvation in China. Go tell them that. Go tell them they live in safer and a better life than Americans. Yeah, you go ahead and tell them. Yeah, it's over 1 billion people in China. That's why you don't care. That's why they don't care. It's not a big deal. It's population control to these guys. It's population control to these guys. Oh, here we go. Another California. Here we go. Hey, thanks for calling. Who's calling?
Your best friend, Jonathan.
Jonathan, what's popping, baby?
Okay, so you're at the conversation where it's like, go ask them. Okay, have anybody in the real world that watches YouTube and follows seen the people from the UK and everywhere around the world that came to America during the World Cup, stayed here and went freaking crazy because it's so wonderful? Okay,
true.
Said. I just want to keep it short, but yeah, let's elaborate if you want to. Nobody's calling. Fuck.
That's funny, right? That's crazy.
Right?
This is their moment to shine.
That's the STFU moment.
Yeah, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, the people, the libtards that go and look at it, go, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Let's go fuck America somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to get my welfare and shit for free without even trying to work. Those are the people that are.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to stay calm. I don't want you to get kicked out.
You feel me. You feel me.
I'm not angry about it because I understand that that's their culture.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how they do it. They want to, and they call capitalism expansionism. Okay, come on.
Yeah,
right?
I know, man. But you know, these European countries too, though, they have a I don't know, man. I think a lot of the how do I say this? Look. I have a lot of pride on my native side, okay?
Right.
But I also have a European side, a Spaniard side. And I will tell you this. The tough, the warrior spirit, the hardworking, all that stuff is from our Native American side. Okay? The gayness is all European.
Well, I would rather see the Europeans, get their shit together than have the Muslims take over. I hate this. I got to put that out there.
Well, you say the truth, bro. Don't be sugarcoating.
No, bro, they're under siege. They're under siege.
Yeah.
They're under siege, poor bastards. They come. And it wasn't like that when we were kids.
Yeah, no, man.
I bet it was a lot nicer. Except after the wars and stuff, I know they had to rebuild. But as children, yeah, they were a little. I don't know. Were they better as children? And now they're growing up and going, "Oh, damn, what happened?" Like us, our ignorant people going, "What happened?"
Yeah. Well, in the European countries, in the 90s, they started to do all this stupid ass shit of socialism, and it catches up. Eventually, wealth is not there for everybody. Now there's socialist countries like Denmark, or Norway. What's the other country? Like Sweden or whatever. They are doing mass deportations right now.
What? Exactly.
They're learning their lesson. It's like, well, it's too fucking late. We told you this before it happened, and you didn't learn. And then now we'd have to do that here in America. And they won't learn until it's too late. You know, we already see New York. It's like, bro, I don't even know. Well, I know is the libtards and illegal immigrants, cheering on Mandani because they want to see the United States destroyed. But Americans that cheer Mandani, it is unbelievable to me because everything is getting more expensive. Communism is so obvious on what they're doing. You know, this whole grocery store taking out the competition and privatize, all these private owners, they're being ripped off. They're Americans. They're paying taxes.
Man, they look like Americans.
Well, they're fucking stupid as Americans for allowing it to happen. When I hear a billionaire, well, if the mayor says this is best, we'll see how we go. No, you got to be a stupid rich man to say that.
Damn.
I just, bro, listen, this whole idea that we are poor because the rich are getting richer, it is the stupidest thing that I've ever heard.
But they pass the message to people that think so. And people want to believe that all the rich people are fucking them, but they're not.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. Okay, let me compare. So the Democrats are making more. They're getting to be millionaires. Yeah, the Republicans also. But the Democrats are feeding money to Elon Omar's people. And the American people, actually Donald Trump, when he makes a bunch of billions and zillions of dollars, he puts it back into the economy. He takes away taxes for tips.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can't, and then you have people going, oh, so what? It's like, so what? I asked the bartender myself, and she was like, yeah, we do save money. It's up to a certain amount, sure. But hey, come on.
Yeah.
I don't have to pay taxes on my Social Security.
Yeah.
Anymore.
What drives me nuts is that these libtards don't understand that if we didn't pass the big beautiful bill, taxes were going to go up to 45%. These guys don't understand what that means. They're like, oh, that's a lie. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and wait until this shit hits the fan. Right. I got to avoid that. I got to stop it from happening. Just because it doesn't happen doesn't mean we were wrong. And I'm looking at this, the Obamacare, the affordable Obamacare.
Well,
I can never afford it. I have to be unemployed. I have to stay home so that I can qualify for Obama health care. It's like, no, bitch, I got to go to work. I got to make my money. It's crazy. They want you to stay poor, broke, and dependent on the government. It's like they force you to work illegally, like illegal immigrants. They want you to work under the table. Who doesn't want to make $1,000 without paying taxes?
Oh, that's weird stuff, man.
We're all tempted to do shit like that, but it's like, but it's the truth though. Like, I was working full time. Because of $250, brother, I didn't qualify for free healthcare. It's like, okay, so if I get a part-time job, I'll still make the same money because I don't have to pay the $700 a month.
Yeah, it depends on what company you work for.
Of course.
I actually work for a Chinese company, and I can't say their name because I have a confidentiality agreement.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
company.
No, I understand.
It's Disneyland, okay? Yeah, I work for Disney, and I worked there a long time. I got a 401k going on. And before Obamacare, this is really weird. Obviously we know that Disneyland is run by China. Every single thing you go and buy at a store, you look at the bottom, it says made in China.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my Gulf of America hat is made in China.
Yeah, it's pristine, it's beautiful. You look at the bottom, made in China. Okay. Every single thing.
Yeah.
If you could find something made in America, besides the Coke bottles in the old display of America.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen them.
Yeah.
I don't know, but so, when Obamacare took over, before that, I was paying like almost $400 a month on insurance through the company. When Obamacare took over, it actually went down to $85. Tell me they're not sleeping with China. They're sleeping with Obama, right? Okay, that's just a fact, man. I swear.
Yeah,
And
well, on top of that, the one thing that people on the left hide or don't care to say, it's, the Obamacare was giving more and more of taxpayers' money to billionaires. I mean, I thought the libtards hate the billionaires, but like Robert say, they just continue to give them their money, and they bitch about it, but they continue to give it to them. And I'm just like, oh my God, you guys do realize, right? That Soros is a millionaire. You do realize Bernie Sanders is a millionaire. You do realize that like Zora Mandani comes from a rich family, right? You do realize the socialist mayor of Seattle comes from a wealthy family. You do realize that these people never had a real job because they come from very wealthy families, and they're the ones telling you to change the system completely. I mean, who knows, man? Maybe they're just mad and they don't. Maybe they're feeling guilty, for being privileged. That's a stretch.
Yeah, I heard you say something the other day when you were talking about Sharia law, and there's something, or who was it? Somebody was talking about it. There was something called like taqiyya, where it's like it's okay to lie.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I don't have to say enough more about it.
Yeah.
So
No, it's okay to lie. It's allowed to lie as long as you're not lying about Islam.
If you're trying to,
it's like raping women as long as they're not Muslim women.
And it's okay to pretend that you love people, even if you don't, and you're trying to stick it up their ass.
That's correct. Yeah,
Right?
that's true. I'm telling you that's why I said Allah is not our God. Allah is Satan. Every single fruit that comes out of that book, bro, is demonic. Everything in there is just sexual perversion, deceits, lie. It's submission to government. Listen, when the Bible says that women are to submit to their husbands, that's because it's telling the husband to treat their women like a precious jewel. That they're fragile. They're supposed to be taken care of. That's why we say that. That's why we believe that. That's why the Bible says that. But these guys think that women are an object that they can own. And they can sleep with however many women they want because they're slaves. That's crazy.
Even look at their hair. They can't even put their hair down.
Yeah, but they're slaves. They're property. They own them. Women ain't shit in Islam. And I don't know why women are Muslims. I really don't.
Well, there's a lot of them that are converting because they're like, F this. And look at, so, okay, when can they, okay, I'm not going to make fun of them, man, because it's not fair. But, so, Elon can't show her hair to her brother?
Yeah.
I mean, her husband. I mean, her brother. I mean, she can't do that? Oh, because they'll chop her fucking head off.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry to be boring.
Well,
okay,
what's crazy is the Ayatollah is gay. Why? Is he still alive? I haven't seen him. I think it's all AI.
Well, the Pride Festival book truck is Ayatollah on steroids. If you know what I'm talking about, the Gay Pride Festival book truck with all the and they have all the little kids going and reading those freaky ass books.
Yeah.
It's Ayatollah gay on steroids. That shit is sick to me.
Yeah.
And I really go off on gay people because I have a lot of gay people I know, and I don't hate gay people. But there's also weirdo gay people too.
Yeah.
There's weirdo Republicans.
Yeah. Well, dude, I have a lot of gay friends. But they respect the boundaries, you know what I'm saying?
Well, some of them do, just like every other extreme people. Some do, some don't. So what?
Yeah.
Some do, some don't. Some do, some don't. That's my philosophy. Some do, some don't. So what?
Yeah.
If they don't want to, that's fine. It doesn't bother. I have a very thick skin at 65 years old.
most real men do, bro.
I've been a cracker. I've been called a cracker. Oh God, I can't even go there.
Okay, here. Let me see. Let me see if you know why. Why are you called like? What's a cracker? Why do they call them crackers?
That's what I wanted to ask the girl that was calling me cracker.
Yeah. You know why they call white people crackers?
The cracker's the guy that back in the days of the slavery.
Yeah, they cracked the whip.
He was the evil guy that cracked the whip.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I knew you knew about it. But you know what's crazy though is this: that the black people that want to be racist to call white people crackers.
It's because they're white.
Like no. Like listen to this.
They don't get it.
It's so funny to me. All right. Why would you give them that much power to call them a cracker? And yet you call yourselves niggers. Why? You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? Why would you call black people niggas? Why would you say that? And then call white people crackers? Like, you believe that white people are supremacist to you. They're supreme to you. I just never understood that. I never understood why they insult themselves that way, calling themselves ignorance, and then calling the white men masters. That's what a cracker is a master. Oh, man, that's so funny, bro. It cracks me up, because people think that I'm going to have a problem saying the word. I don't give a shit. It is what it is, man. It's reality. It's reality.
And this girl, I'll tell you, when I was walking around out of where I worked at, because I was in a first responder spot, tall, 6'2" white man, yep, clean cut. I had to cut my hair clean. And I was super friendly to her. But she was just raising hell. And I'm not going to say what her race was, but unless I'm allowed to, because I don't want to go racist shit, but it's that guy, that girl, 14 years old, calling me a cracker, probably only because she thinks I'm white. I don't think she knows.
It shows that they're really ignorant. They don't even know why they say it.
I don't know. I did not ask her, but I'm just wondering, does she even know what that means?
Well, it's just like when I tell Hispanics, right, that they come into the chat. I said, if you tell me what SA stands for, then I know you have some knowledge. And not one of them can tell me what it is. Even though I've given you guys the answer on my show before, people still don't know what SA stands for. They think I say it with an accent. It's not an accent.
It's like SA to me, as a growing up in Hollywood.
It's not SA. It's not SA. It's SA. SA.
I say, what's up? It's like, what's up, fool? What's up, friend? What's up, asshole? What's up,
but it's not.
It's like a homie. It's like
they are initials.
Okay, all right.
It means Spanish American.
Okay, tell me what it is, because
that's what it means. It means Spanish American.
Okay.
So there is Chicanos, right? Chicanos are supposed to be Mexican descent that are born in the States.
Right.
But everybody else, it's a Spanish American. That's why they say, "What's up, SA?" They don't say it with they don't say SA in the Hollywood. They do, but their initials is SA. It's English. It's initials.
Okay, so
it's not Spanish.
If I walk by and saw a Spanish American, does that include all Latinos?
You can call anybody SA, even Chicanos.
But if I was white and I walked up and I said, "Hey, what's up?" I said, "What?"
No, it's not an insult. It's not meant to be an insult.
Yeah, okay, it depends on the person for sure.
Yeah, it's not meant to be an insult. But I will tell you this: I wouldn't go just to any black guy and be like, "What's up, my nigga?" No, it's listen. I can say it, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to pretend that it might not offend somebody. Like when you come to my channel, anything that I say here that might be offensive, it's not directed to you until you take that for yourself. You know what I mean? But if I go in person and I see you, I'm gonna approach you with respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just all respectful here too. It's just how do people take it?
So people get mad at me, right? Because they say, "Oh, Dennis, what a hypocrite! You're telling us not to cuss you out and stuff," and it's just like, bruh, it doesn't. I don't know. There's no common sense to this, guys.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm gonna get doxxed just talking to you.
Bro, this guy's been doxing me for such a long time. That's why I always I always carry my gun, bro. And I always hope that I never use it, ever. I go and shoot my practice targets and this and that, but that's as far as I take my gun.
I never carry mine, I swear. And I don't even have a CCW because I can't.
Yeah, I do.
It's a misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor in California to have a concealed weapon, people. Just to know.
Oh, yeah?
All they're going to do is write you a ticket, go to the judge. Yes, sir. Second Amendment. It's a Second Amendment. Just fuck all their little tiny laws. People in California, it's a misdemeanor to carry a concealed weapon. But if you shoot somebody, it better be justified.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Bro,
There was a case.
Dosito's tempting me on the chat so bad. He says, "Come, move to Tennessee. I'll make you a partner." Bruh, so tempting, bro. So tempting.
Oh man, no, but seriously, there was a case in California. It was like 40 years ago. The guy was walking down the street, walking his dog. He took his gun with him in his pocket, 25 caliber, bro, little Titan, right?
Yeah.
And he's walking down the street. He saw these guys tagging. Hey, they shouldn't do that. They turned on him and were going to attack him, and he shot one of them dead.
That's crazy, man.
But you know what? It was a misdemeanor for carrying the gun and justified self-defense.
Justify self-defense kill, yeah.
It's all about intent.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going out there to kill people, that's different. But if you're going out there just going to walk your dog, protect yourself, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know, I told the story before, but bro, nobody believes me. I think I'm lying. But I went to visit a friend. I think it was up in Fullerton. And I mean, it was this thing to where, like, if you parked overnight and you were a new visitor there, the initiation is they will break your windshield.
That's it. That's the neighborhood.
They will break your windshield.
Yeah.
If you were new there. And the other thing is, I remember the one time that I drove to him, bro, there was a guy shot in the head, just laying on the curve. Nobody gave a shit. You're going to tell me nobody heard the gunshot and nobody saw this man laying on the curve on the street with a gunshot to his head? That's crazy.
That's basically my neighborhood, but it's a little farther away from where I live. But I'll tell you what, about a month ago, outside of my yard, outside of my street, a guy got shot by the cops. And I walked out there, what the fuck? Oh, shit, I heard a pursuit end. I heard pop, pop, pop. And I walked out there, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And there's all these cops there, and this guy's laying on the ground, hunched over. Okay, he obviously got shot. And the officer there was picking up the knife, put it in an evidence bag, and just threw it in the back of the car. And there was no crime scene tape. No officer involved shooting bullshit like Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It was like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But I'm standing there watching, the cops are like, stay back. I'm on private property. I'm good.
It's just a garbage cleanup. Yeah, just garbage cleanup.
Yeah, they just shot somebody, and the cop is probably freaking out too. But it's like, wow, they don't even put that shit in the news, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and you know, and I understand why, you know, the news is so censored, but if you watch the news in Honduras, bro, you will see the bullet holes and the blood. Like, you will see somebody out. This person got shot 7 times. Look, right here. Well, 1, 2, 3. Like, bro, what the fuck? We don't need to see all of that thing, you know? But here they over-censor, you know? They block all that stuff so people don't see it. But I will tell you this. They can call Honduras right now. They can call Honduras the most crime-infested country, more violent or whatever, like they did with Salvador. But in all reality, this is just per capita numbers, right? If you compare it to the United States of America, we haven't done shit compared to the United States of America numbers.
Yeah.
And that's because there's more people here. You know, you got maybe, I don't know how many, maybe a few million Hondurans over there, you know, and you got what, almost 400 million Americans here now? Well, people, not Americans. It's about 340, 350 Americans, and the rest are illegal.
I think I heard Trump say that it's only 2% of the people that are causing all the bullshit in the world. And it's probably the same damn gangs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is why you got to be tough on crime, you know? You got to have tough policies on crime.
That's why, you know, I don't know how Honduras is. Is it like all over the place? Is there no country homes? Is there no places that you can go and have refuge? How is it over there? I don't know.
No, there's some areas that are hot.
Okay, yeah, it's like Los Angeles.
Like everywhere. It's like everywhere. It's just a smaller area because the country's smaller.
Okay. Yeah, it's just one. It's not like widespread. It's just spreading.
Yeah, you can fit a few Honduras in Washington State.
Yeah, they're trying to socialism taking over in their commies. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, this is why we got to continue to, you know, fight these libtards on the chat because, you know, we got to make sure that American citizens, real American citizens, are aware that there is a lot of people trying to destroy this country. And you're gonna see that. I mean, we're halfway to 23,000 subs, right? But it's like, you know, uh, we don't want to change the progress of what their country is doing. And these people, whether you're a Christian, whether you believe in God or not, you have seen that this country is good because of what we have. Why change it? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that are not going to believe in God. There's people who are going to do this, they're going to do that, they're going to do orgies and whatever. But the fact is, what we have in place has worked to make us in 250 years, right? You make me hear my point. 250 years, and we're the greatest country on earth. We are not going to follow third world country shithole dwellers that become American citizens here to tell us to be like a third world shithole dweller. We just can't do that. I can't tell you I'm going to be a governor here in Washington State and I'm going to make sure that everybody lives like Hondurans do. No. I will hope Hondurans will actually watch how to govern the right way and that they will learn who to vote for.
Amen.
That's what I hope.
Yeah, you asked the question and all that, all that stuff is pissing all the libs off. But the question you asked that I caught was, what happened? And I have two words, one name. Who do you think I'm going to say? Biden, Kamala. That's what happened, because everything changed when the borders opened.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just saying, because that's just like, and all the fraud started. Okay, there you go. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah.
So that's why we have all these people that are in there now that were like, kiss Biden and Kamala's ass by design. They were just, those guys aren't even qualified. And they just,
well, the one thing that I push so hard on is this: common sense. Listen, common sense tells me that if we have a border that is semi-secure, because I never thought it's secure, semi-secure, and we have this problem with illegal immigrants and all these people smuggling drugs and human trafficking, if we have the problem with that semi-secure border, common sense tells me that if we don't have a border security at all, shit's gonna hit the fan.
Thank God for the auto pen, huh?
Oh man,
An auto pen, that was everything. Who's the president? Not him.
Well, I think Nancy Pelosi was the leader, bro. I think she was the president. As much as I want to say Obama was the one that was running the country, I think it was Nancy, bro.
Well, somebody was doing the auto pen. It wasn't Biden, right?
I think, wasn't it Pocahontas that was responsible for that? Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'm sorry. Oops.
I'm telling you, man. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to go against these Democrats. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to tear them apart. Even if I don't win, bro, I'm going to have the satisfaction of tearing them apart in public. I'm gonna tear them apart on Common News, on Fox, on CNN.
Bro. They don't even put you on the news, bro. I never see you on the media ever.
Yeah, we're nobodies right now, bro.
No, they hate you. It's libtards, dude. Look at nobody puts you on, dude.
What?
And here you are fighting. You're gonna run for governor. That's new to me. Actually, I only knew that for like 2 or 3 months. I'm new. But
yeah.
I might move to Washington and vote for your ass.
I just want to be able to vote for people that want to fight for this state. That's it. Well, I think that every country, every government, every country has the potential to be great if they get the right leaders in place. Like in Honduras, as a kid. Listen, I was in elementary. As a kid, I would listen to the presidents make their speech in public, and I would ask myself, wait a minute, that's the president? That's how they talk? And I thought I was more educated, more diplomatic than they are. Like they were literally ignorant people that I didn't even know how they got into power. It's crazy. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it.
they faked it. They faked their way in. They faked their way in.
But it's been like that for decades, man, and people just eat it.
It's takia. You can lie just to do what you want to
Yeah,
do.
there you go.
It's takia. You can lie. You can fake yourself and just
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. All right, Jonathan. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate your input. Nice talking to you again, brother.
Yeah. Can I just add one more thing?
Yeah, of course you can.
I used to work in law enforcement and not LEO, but for security. And I worked undercover, and I used to lie to people to make them, prove their guilt.
Talk, yeah.
But that's different than talking. It's like they lie to do what they do. Okay, man. Thank you.
Be blessed, brother.
It's a different thing, man.
Yeah, it's a setup to get the truth out. Absolutely. Yeah. We call it the big bluff.
Yeah, but my job was just to get the arrest, and for them, it's just to get the dollar.
Yeah, get that money. Yeah, I got you, brother. Thank you so much, man. You'll be good.
I appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
Man. Good night, guys.
B sketches. Hold on. Gotta text my daughter. Great call. I wish that people on the left will call in so that they can make their point. But it's crazy because we have a lot of people that call in, but it's people that have common sense. And as much as people think that I should be bigger or this and that. No, I'm just like everybody else. And I mean, yeah, the libtards will always hate me. Criminals will always hate me. But I'm an honest man. I really believe that I'm an honest man. And I think that I stand for something good. I always said this when I was a kid, and I used to tell my mother, and I said, Mom, when I grow up, I love this country. I love the people. I said, we have violence, and we have all these people that are lying and this and that. And I said, if I become president of Honduras, I will make sure all the people are taken care of. How do you do that? Libtards think that the best way to do that is to do a socialist program. To give, and give away, and give away, and give away. And never teach anything. That doesn't work. How do you help everyone? You help everyone by educating them. Okay, what is the problem? You go to an area, like I'll give you a couple examples. You go to an area in Honduras. The people are hardworking. They can farm, they can do this and that, right? And then they have a problem to where, there is a river. But when the river gets overgrown, the small bridge that they create, it always gets washed away. This is where you come in and help. The people are not lazy. They're hard workers. So where the government can help is infrastructure. Let's make a better road. Let's make a better bridge and allow them to be able to do their business. That's how you help. If you're trying to help the fishermen, okay, what's the problem? Well, they don't allow us to fish here. Okay, why? Well, we got to protect the coral reefs. Okay, you cannot fish there. But you can go farther here, and then you can fish there. Is there equipment that you need? Well, we need better docks. Okay, we need to invest some money on a better dock. But you don't go and just give them money. You build it. You get those NGOs, you get a bid, hire them, and hold them accountable. I really believe that there's a lot of people in Honduras that are not educated. For example, one of the things that that I have learned here in the United States, because most of my life I have spent here in the United States. If people have their land to farm, to fish, or whatever it is that they're going to do, right? Teach them to make their own business. If you want to be a socialist in some level, you can always help people, but teach them to fend for themselves. Teach a man to fish, right? You know the old saying, teach the man to fish. I think that we can all benefit. Speaking because of Jonathan's comment here. I think that we can all benefit from, for example, if we allow tariffs to go back to the way they used to be. Tariffs used to take care of the federal government. So they can make anybody that wants to have importations, they have to pay a tariff, a tax. And that tax will go to take care of the federal government. And that will be for security, home national security, all that stuff. And I will be very happy not to pay federal or state tax. That would be some good money. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of ways to help. And in Honduras, we have rainy seasons and we have dams. The people complain that the government doesn't release enough water. And so the rivers dry out. And then people have to deal with that water. I would have to go and investigate, okay, what is the real problem? Why are you not releasing more water? And whatever excuse it is, got to fix it. There is a couple of rivers in Honduras. One is called El Chamelecon, and the other one is called the Ulua. These rivers, when they overflow, they take houses and all kinds of land. You know, the rivers, they really take a lot of land. The people that live by the river, some of them are not supposed to live there, but they make houses there illegally. And that's a problem. So what do you do with these people? You will create homelessness if you go and kick them out of these houses. But something has to be done. So in the government, you can either, like here in the United States of America, we don't have this kind of things in Honduras. Like in Honduras, people don't go and invest on an apartment community. They don't do that. They don't invest in apartment communities. And if they do, I never heard of them. Okay? It's all about getting houses or rent rooms in houses. But if you want to help people and you build, an apartment community, you make sure that people are vetted. No drugs, no violence. Things can happen. And I think that the reason why we have presidents, governors, and mayors, and city councils, and all this stuff is so that we're able to deal with everything. So that we're able to take care of everybody. It's not a socialist thing to help everybody in the country be responsible, be prosperous. That's not a socialist economy. That is just caring for your neighbor, loving your neighbor. That comes from the Bible teachings. But just because I love my neighbor doesn't mean that I'm going to allow them to break the law. No, on the contrary. I love my neighbors, so I'm going to make sure that they respect the law. My daughter texting me. Let me text the wifey because it's that time. It's that time. All right, I want to read some comments. Anybody have any comments that you want to say? All right, wife is already outside. I gotta go buy her something to eat, or maybe she's gonna eat at home. I don't know. Socialism sucks. I think a lot of people misunderstand helping people and socialism. It just doesn't work that way. I want to tell you this. There is a lake in Honduras that needs to be filtered. The water needs to be filtered. This lake can benefit the community. The lake also gets water from the dams. When it rains, there's too much water. So by the dam saving all this water during the dry seasons, they're setting up themselves for failure during the very wet seasons. If we allow more water to flow during dry seasons, when we have a very heavy rainy season, the dams won't be overwhelmed. Again, God, I'm not an expert. You don't have to be an expert to have common sense. If you run government, if you run your family with common sense, you will do a good job. But if you run your house or you run the government like a fool, then you're going to fail. And very unfortunately, Democrats have been running the government like fools. Hey, baby. Yeah, I'm over here across. I'm at the light. I'll come pick you up right now. Okay? Okay, bye. Anyways, just imagine if everybody thought that way, right? If everybody thought about helping everybody equally, instead of having an agenda for LGBTQ, instead of having an agenda for Christians, for religious groups, how about just help people in general? You know, I have my faith, I have my belief, but that's not, I don't run people on my faith. I don't try to convince people of my faith. I just help people. I like to see people prosper. I really do. I like to see people succeed. Those people who know me, I celebrate them. They know me. I celebrate their success. I don't put them down. You know, I don't be envious. I don't get jealous of their business. So I don't understand why other people do that. You know, they get jealous of other people's success. You know, it's crazy to think. Hey, baby, how was your day? You know, it's crazy to see how many people just are selfish. They just don't want to help others, you know? It's crazy. I'm telling you, if I was a billionaire, oh my goodness. Who knows? Maybe I'll go to Honduras and I'll make Honduras great again. Oh, man. I don't know. You guys been with me. You should know how I am and who I am. You guys, I love Honduras. You know I will do anything to help. But my priority is always the United States of America, because this is the land of my children. And this is the only country that helps other countries. If you haven't noticed that by now, you're not paying attention. You can't help people when you're broke. You can't help people when you're a socialist, because you will go broke. Capitalism works. Lazy people get poor by choice. Oh shit, cutting edge in the house. What's going on, brother? It's been a while. Hold on, brother. I can't read. Let me get to the stop real quick. Yeah, just look at Mandani, what Mandani did. I know it's public, but they don't know how to do it. I released the public for the orgs of his party, 960,000 from civilian locations that they're going to tax. Socialism, 100%, bro. I know what you're talking about. I don't know what the hell happened there. No green screen. Yeah, I was watching it on the news today. I put it on my live, I think, but people missed it. They don't understand what the hell it was about. But yeah, even Italians are more concerned now because of this. And I also added, talked about on the second home tax that he's going to be rolling out. Libtards never listen, man. They always say we're lying. They always want to deny the truth. It is what it is, I guess. What else can we do, you know? What do I think about Turkey? What do you mean? Elaborate. Elaborate. I think that we're helping Turkey, aren't we? I think the what is it? President or Prime Minister of Turkey was talking with Trump. Is that what you're talking about? What, pardoning the Turkey? That's in November, Thanksgiving. Yeah, we need the mashed potatoes and gravy. I'm not a fan of turkey, bro. I am not a fan of turkey. I will say, though, a couple of times I have eaten turkey that was well done. It was cooked well. Not that it was cooked a lot. It was well done. It was perfectly cooked. Nice and moist. Good flavor, good taste. Horseman. Yeah, that turkey deserves more respect than Fauci, 100%. You know, here's one thing that you guys haven't thought about. President Trump just met with Zelensky and Netanyahu. Now, Netanyahu, he's being accused by a court that we don't even acknowledge. We don't give a shit about this NATO court or United Court. We don't care about these people talking about Netanyahu being a war criminal. We don't believe that. We know all the help that he has sent in all the warnings and all the things that he has done. He's not a war criminal. But anyway, what you guys haven't paid attention is that Zelensky has been kicking Russia's ass. Israel has the Middle East in check. Whether people like it or not, it is irrelevant. President Trump has the world in check. Has China in check, Russia in check, Iran on check. We have some nations who are willing to fight with us on our side. And if the UK, if all these European countries knows what's best for them, they will join President Trump on these attacks on Iran. Because I'm going to tell you something. Don't underestimate Zelensky and Netanyahu. I'm going to tell you that right now. Don't underestimate them. But if we allow Iran, and I'm not talking about the good people of Iran. I hope that they get a good government here pretty soon. But if we allow the Iranian regime to get away with their terrorist attitude, Russia is not too far behind. And you have to remember, Russia and China and North Korea, they don't love each other, but they will help each other. They are communist. They believe on the enemy of my enemy is my friend. They believe that. And you best believe it yourself. I believe Zelensky, I don't know if he got it. I think he got it. But he was looking not for money from Trump. And I think it was some sort of permission to build missiles. I think they call them the Patriots, right? They were built, they had the license and they want to be able to build the missiles, the Patriot missiles. And I think they might have gotten that permission from Trump. I don't know yet. I have to confirm. I don't remember. But I can tell you that Israel, the people that don't like Israel, they want to defund Israel. But the reality of things is that we need Israel's help. When we say the United States of America doesn't need help, yeah, we still do. Not that we really need it, but why not? Israel's intel knows more about the Middle East than any other country in the Middle East. And so do we. But Israel's the one with contacts on the ground. It's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. You're going to do some research yourself. This is more of trying to put A and B together. And I think that is the best way to move forward. So, with that being said, Democrats are fighting us on tariffs. We have proven that we make hundreds of billions of dollars instead of losing hundreds of billions of dollars every year. Seriously? How the heck, Dora? You drive me crazy. What about it? I don't want to call while you're driving. No, yeah, no, I'm almost home. I don't live too far from there. Tariffs are killing their country. We're paying for it. Bernie Miller, tell me, how are you paying for it? The last I heard was we, the consumer, were paying the tariffs, right? And when they sued President Trump, who got the money? Did we get the money? Tell me. $176 billion was refunded here to Americans. Who got the money? That's right, the companies, corporations. But we, the people, we didn't get shit. We got nothing for it, right? That's a big difference, my friend. So tariffs need to be collected. These companies are charging us as if there is tariffs that they're paying. You gotta open your eyes. Tariffs are not making the prices more expensive. Companies, price gouging, are making prices go up. You got to be able to think for yourselves. Oh, precious. Just go. Oh my God, unbelievable. Yeah, apparently you don't think well enough. You don't think well enough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Trump opened the door. SoCal, man, SoCal. All right, you can call in now. I'm not sure if SoCal can call anymore. He probably got in trouble before. I am. Oh, yeah. Cool Cat Renee says, Dennis, you told us a few months ago, if you tax the rich, they will leave the state, and they are doing it right now. I know, brother. I know. Let's do a quarter now. Ooh, for miniature donkey, and I just can't do it anymore. We got it. Tanya, you getting too old? Let me put my sun visor. The sun is hitting me straight up, guys. Sorry about that. Just wait. The sun is hitting me too much. All right, let's see. We have some questions here. This is the overtime. This is the overtime live in the Dennis Herrera show. Take advantage. Americans know about restart opposition for Iran. Well, I can tell you this. The Saudis are joining us. I think a lot of Arab countries are going to be joining us against Iran. They're getting sick and tired of the little bratty brother and the stupid things that Iran is doing right now. So it's going to be handled. Trump knows this. I wish it was faster, but Trump knows this. All right. Jonathan, what's going on? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, it's me. What's up, bro?
I know you're trying to call.
Yeah, nobody wants to call, so I don't want to interrupt your chat, but what do you want to talk about, bro? I have opinions, too.
You say you had something about tariffs you wanted to say.
So, what?
Tariffs.
Oh, tariffs. Yeah, tariffs. Hey. No taxes.
No, I already said it, right?
Right, you did, and people need to hear it again. Okay, so let's talk about Iran now.
Go ahead.
So why are we attacking Iran? I'm not asking you because you already know.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, oil is a big thing for us. We're in the business of oil.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna go around the bush. But here's the thing.
Okay.
Iran has been killing thousands of soldiers, American soldiers. I don't care what the reason is. They've been doing this for 47 years. That is one main reason.
Yeah.
They cannot have any nuclear weapons. That's another reason.
That's the point of my question, exactly.
Yeah, and then they also are killing tens and thousands of their own people, and we can't allow that. I mean, that's how stupid the United States is. We just can't allow that, so we got to do something about it.
And you know, okay, now coming back to America now, and people are like supporting them. What the hell? And you know, they're like, they want that shit. They want to chop people up in America. They want to come and, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I'm talking too much.
Yeah, no, they want to come in here, rape and pillage and conquer.
They want to conquer America.
Yeah, period. It's
it's on, bro. It's on.
Yeah.
You know, it's on.
Yeah, they're coming to the wrong country, bro. We'll fuck them up.
If people don't see that it is on right now, this is World War III.
Yeah.
Forget about it. It is. I said it.
It is inevitable.
Iran is the most destructive. They want to just own everything and eat everything and make one guy rich. No, America wants to make people rich. Everybody needs to be able to provide for their family.
Yeah. Well, money makes the world go round, baby.
Yep. You know what? Yeah. People need to. Yeah. I'll tell you what. One time in 1997, bro, I bought my first used car from a dealership. Okay, put my down payment. It was a 1997 Mustang with, it was a bitchin' bike. It was a bitchin' car. And I'm driving through Hollywood, and I see this protest for Iran, and they're going, go. Okay, so I'm riding through this commercial. I saw all these people, and they were white people, dude.
I know, man. It's stupid ass.
They were white. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's stupid ass people, bro.
So I slowed down, and I opened my window. I said, fuck Iran. Fuck Iran. And they were like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Sorry, dude. And I said, fuck Iran twice, and they fucking went crazy, dude. Fuck you, fuck you.
You know when you're watching movies and stuff, and the guy comes in, and he's being disrespected, or somebody's pissing him off, right?
Right.
And all of a sudden he grabs his gun and boom, puts up 2 bullets on the head and kills the other guy and this guy, and then boom, back to reality. He was just thinking about it, but that's not what he does. That's me right there, bro.
Why did he do it again? Tell me, why did he do it?
So in his mind, he is doing this like, I'm killing these people, but that's not what he chooses to do. But he does think about it. So like for me, for example, right, the other day I was driving on the freeway, and there's 2 people on the overbridge, right, on the freeway.
Flags.
And they had the Palestinian flags, and they said and the flags, and the message said fuck Israel.
Oh, boy.
So in my head, I got a sunroof. I will be in the backseat while somebody else drives, and I'll just snipe these bitches off. But instead, I'll just roll the window down and say, fuck you, just like you did, and flip them off.
Yeah. My thing is not my thing is not fuck Palestine. It's like, fuck Hamas.
Well, when they're raising their Palestinian flag, and they're saying fuck Israel or the USA, they're going to hear it from me. It's not a Hamas flag that they're raising. It's a Palestinian flag. Now, if it's a Hamas, bandana or whatever the writings are, then I'm going to go ahead and say Hamas. But I'm just not going to put up with that shit.
It's the Hamas flag. Some Palestinian people, they don't want to run away from it. They want to live in their city. They don't want to run from the bombing. Really? And we have Hamas. It's a Hamas flag, dude. People are saying, save Hamas.
Yeah, that's what it feels like to me.
Look at it that way. Let's just change the vibe. If you're saying save Palestine, are you saying save the Palestinian people? Or are you saying save Hamas? That's my question.
Yeah.
And that, if you're saving Hamas, fuck you.
Yeah, well, it feels the other way. It feels like they're just saying save Hamas. And that's the thing, I think it was yesterday, on a live, that we heard on the NATO, that nobody says anything about Hamas in NATO. Nobody.
Nothing in the media, the mainstream media talks
Nothing.
about.
Nobody cares about Hamas killing their own people.
Yeah, God. Yeah. Okay. We got that on it. Okay, we know that. Okay.
Yeah. I wish that these libtards who says, F Israel or whatever, would tell me why. Are you really that mad that we're giving them money? We give the world money. We give a lot of countries money. Why are you really that mad that is going to Israel And why are you thinking that that Bibi says attack Iran? What do you say about Hamas? What do you say about Iran and its proxies? What? Tell me that. That's what I want to hear. Tell me your logic. If you say fuck Zionists and fuck Israel, what about Iran? What about the Ayatollah? What about the Houthis? What about Hezbollah? What about all these fucking terrorist people like ISIS, you know, etc.? This is where they lose me. You know what I'm saying?
Take a deep breath, bro, because I'm an old man taking a deep breath.
That's what they lose me. It's just like, fuck, I want to hear it. Tell me all about it. I want to hear it.
Remember, slow breathe, dude. I got that from you, from slow breathe. That's how you survive COVID. And that puts you right into wasa.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm a black belt too. Okay, I'm a black belt, an old, skinny, fucking 6'2" black belt old man with a beard. White boy, white boy. But you know
my kind of people, bro. I love Americans, brother. That's all I got to tell you. I love Americans, and we have a lot of Hondurans. You know what's crazy? I will tell you this because I have to get off, and our live is tomorrow, not right now. This is extra. Listen. One of the things that a lot of us Hondurans love about America, it's even though the language is different, even though, you know, countries are different. You know how people make fun of me saying that I'm a coconut white cowboy wannabe?
No, I never heard that.
So, bro, that is the way we dress in Honduras. And they think that I'm trying to be American by wearing my cowboy hat. It's just like, I never said I'm a cowboy, but this is my family. This is what we wear. What the fuck you want me to do about it? Like, you know, I love hats, but...
Yeah, your cowboy hat does not look like a cowboy hat in America. I won't lie.
Yeah.
A cowboy hat in America doesn't have everything, but it also, your cowboy hat has medals.
That's right.
You went through the process, and that's why you have the band around your hat. And I respect that. I respect that 100%.
Yeah, I used to have long hair, and I letting my hair go long again because I like to wear feathers on the hair. But it's just I feel it's not long enough yet. But eventually I'll probably have that. They're not gonna like it when if I run for governor and I have a ponytail. They're gonna want me to cut it. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll cut it then.
Don't tell them.
I'll just wear hats all the time and tuck the tail inside the hat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because when I move to Washington, if I do, I'm gonna show them I'm 25% Indian too.
Let's go. Well, and here, you know what the craziest thing is going to be? That I want to help the Native Americans here.
I want to help everybody.
I want to do it because, you know, as much as I love the native side of me in Honduras, for some reason I feel the connection to the Native Americans here. Maybe not. They don't feel it with me,
Definitely.
but I feel it with them. You know what I mean?
I'm not a cowboy, and I love them, but I still like to wear a cowboy hat. What the fuck is wrong with that?
Well, cowboy hats are pretty comfortable. The reason why I don't wear it here too much is because the headroom. My hat always hits the car. But you know, and it's just easier to wear a cap inside the car. But if I'm outside, the cowboy hat has a shade in the back to cover your neck. Now, if you got long hair, you know, it also covers that as well. But yeah, and you know what? It's all about style, bro. Anybody that wants to clown on me that I want to be an American, that's why I wear a cowboy hat, I want to tell them, why don't you go take all your fucking European clothes off and go back to walking around naked? Just cover your privates. Go get some leather and then wrap that shit around your waist and let that cover your balls, and that's it. Otherwise, shut the hell up because you are dressing like a damn Westerner. Anyway, bro. Hey, God bless you, man. I got to get out of here. Love you, man.
And then before you go, look at all of the Europeans that came over that are wearing cowboy hats back in their country.
They love it.
Boom.
They love it. They love it.
Boom. That's all I got to say. Look at all the European UK people that came here and said, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Well,
And
like
they
my
wear
like my soccer
cowboys?
star, Holland,
Yep.
Erling Holland. He
They
was
wear
so
a
happy to put
cowboy
some
hat.
cowboy boots on and get the cowboy hat on.
Yep, the chicks are walking around with cowboy boots and Holland and
Hell yeah.
wherever.
Hell
I hope
yeah.
they don't get their heads slapped off. I hope they don't get their head chopped off.
All right, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow, brother.
That's how I feel. All right, man.
All
Bless
right.
your heart.
Later.
Bless.
Sorry about that. I hung up on him, I think. All right, guys. That's all I got for today. You guys got too much Dennis Herrera today. Tomorrow we'll do it again in the morning. If I'm a little late, excuse me. I almost didn't make it on time today. If you didn't notice, I started like 5 minutes later. The whole streaming software was all screwed up, and I had to change everything before I went live this morning. So pretty soon I'm going to be able to change the backdrop or whatever it is. In the future, it's money talks, but in the future I want to be able to have a different scenarios, what scenery, I don't know what the hell it's called, but different backdrops, like live drops, you know what I mean, that I can change walls and things like that. But for now, I got to put up with invisible paint. Green screen is the way to go for now. And one day, to some of you guys who have are members and have called me and I have your number, I'll probably take a snapshot so that you guys can see the whole green side and behind me and what my desk look like, so that you guys can see why I do what I do. All right, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for being here with me. God bless you. I love you all. Thank you so much for your love and support. To you trolls, fuck you very much for being here. I will see you on the next one. Till then, you all be good. Peace. Oh, boy.